All right, live shot in Providence, Rhode Island. You can see they are setting up the mics and everyone hoping that we're going to get some new information. There's been a lot percolating out of this case today. We're going to find out what's real, what isn't, what these folks know. I mean, this is an intense manhunt that is going on now into day 5, searching for the shooter who made his way into a Brown University lecture hall and shot down and killed 2 beautiful young students. Police are looking for this man. We have all been looking at these images of him over the past several days. They want to question him. He was caught on security cameras. And then there's also a person of interest, someone who was, quote, in proximity of that person of interest. Investigators also say they do have some new evidence that includes DNA. Killed in that room, these beautiful, bright, young American students, 19-year-old Ella Cook from Alabama. She was vice president of the Brown College Republicans. 18-year-old Mohammed Aziz Umarzokov from Virginia. He was hoping to become a doctor. He wanted to go to medical school here. So let's bring in Paul Morrow, retired NYPD inspector, attorney, Fox News contributor, live on the scene in Providence, Rhode Island, talking to a lot of folks there. Paul, what can you tell us? What is anything really feeling like it's breaking in this case today?
Martha, it does. I've been here now 4 or 5 days, working sources, talking to the people on the ground, the cops, some of the officials here, and I can tell you that by far today is the buzziest day, for lack of a better term. They do feel that they are making progress. They're guarded about what they're saying and what progress means. But I can tell you that at the very least, I confirmed last night that they did discover live rounds at the scene. Why does that matter? Because live rounds will have hopefully DNA that's not degraded from having been fired, because you have to use your hands to put those bullets into the gun and you'll leave DNA. So even if that is not a clue that matches to a particular person through the databases, etc., they could potentially use familial DNA to try to get there, as we saw in the Koberger case, or if they make an arrest by more old-fashioned means, let's say from video, from a tipster, something like that, you can then use that evidence to confirm during a prosecution, because this could have been a tough case to prosecute. So if and when they get someone, and I think they're going to get there, this is going to be important evidence. I do feel they're making progress.
Yeah, let's hope so. I just want to clarify for people, what you're looking at on the right-hand side of your screen is this video that it's all at a distance, but you see the silhouettes. You see the person that we've seen in these images moving. Then you see him behind a fence. Then he crosses paths with this other individual, and the person of interest, the stocky guy that we've been looking at, when they interact, he runs away. So they don't have any idea, though, Paul, do they, whether or not these two people know each other, or maybe this guy just got too close? What does your gut tell you?
My gut tells me the following. The perpetrator fears that this second person will recognize him. The second person might not at that point have even known that a shooting occurred. But the police, if you notice, and the mayor are being very cautious about how they frame it. They say, this is not a person of interest, this second person. We just want to talk to that person. They're trying to reassure this second piece. We're not looking to arrest you. We just want to talk to you. Because of the way that the perpetrator seems to react, this person could put the perpetrator in the vicinity. And if this second person is shown the body type, the video that we've all seen now, he potentially could say, oh, I know that guy from the neighborhood.
Paul, I want to jump in for 1 second.
So that's why they really want to talk to the second person.
Yeah. So we are just getting some new reporting that was, I'm sure you saw earlier, but we can now report this. And this is coming from Brooke Taylor, also working this case. Providence Police have identified the suspected Brown University shooter, and they are also they have a warrant. So we're going to hear more about this, obviously, in just a few minutes at this news conference. And they're also investigating a possible link between the Brown University shooting and the MIT murder. Paul, I know you were also aware that this may be coming, and now we are getting some confirmation that this is what we're likely to learn here a few minutes away.
Well, look, we're always very, very careful here to make sure that we only report on things that have been corroborated through official sources, and we're going with it apparently. Yeah, apparently at the press conference, which is upcoming, we're going to get a name. I don't believe the person is in custody. and they are looking at a potential, emphasis on potential, link to the MIT shooting.
Yeah.
As I said, things are moving here.
All right, thank you very much, Paul. You'll be watching this news conference along with us just a few minutes away now. Thank you so much.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.